It's the Game Show.
I like that one.
Ernie John O'Neill, Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Wizards will be going up against the Toronto Raptors. Taking a look at Toronto, these guys have been rolling. The results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. And we'll get to see John Wall tonight, the former #1 overall pick out of Kentucky at 6'4", with a 6'9" wingspan, 39-inch vertical. Kenny's got all the physical tools.
He's a one-man fast break. You know, he gets that rebound. Not only do you see the defense sprint, you see the offensive wing sprint the lane because they say this guy is out. And I love watching John Wall play.
And he uses his size, takes the contact, he can finish in the lane, and most of all, he wears down the defender.
And you know, I know you've talked about him and Bradley Beal together being the Secret Service. That's your
the Secret Service, the nickname.
But see, everybody knows about him now, so I think it's the not-so-Secret Service.
I'm not feeling that.
The not-so-Secret Service.
But we all know about the Secret Service, and we still
I need the noise
fearful.
box, Ernie.
Not-so-Secret Service.
I need our noise box, Ernie.
I'm sticking by it.
Very nice.
Kevin Harlan, what do you think? Thank you.
Small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, #1, Jared Dudley. At the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, #5, Markieff Morris. From the University of Florida, Bradley Beal. In the middle, standing 6'11", #13, Marcin Gortat. And your point guard, #2 from the University of Kentucky, John Wall. Your head coach is Randy Whitman. Let's hear it for your Washington Wizards.
It's the home of the Wizards here in Washington, D.C. as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Verizon Center. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And with the road trip approaching, the Wizards play the final game of their homestand. There's no question this game will put them to the test. Facing off against a team that has every expectation of beating them, they'll need to play a complete game to snare a win.
And their first 2 games against this club, both being losses, losing 3 in a row would be a real tough pill to swallow. So I think they'll look to make their stand here tonight.
Yeah, it would be very demoralizing, Greg, if they fail for a third straight time for this team. I mean, really, when you look at it, pride is what's on the line here. So we'll see what lessons they've learned from the first 2 games and if they can get things turned around.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Wiggins. LeBron James is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. And the thing about Bradley Beal, when he suits up, the entire lineup becomes exponentially more potent. A quick, powerful athlete. Greg, high basketball IQ. Had the great teaching at Florida, carries it to the NBA. Opponents have to account for him, I think, on both ends of the floor.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, coming out of college, a lot of people compared him to Ray Allen. I mean, he possesses that next level smoothness and body control that's often indicative of a true difference maker.
Now here's LeBron. It's John Wall with the rebound. Passes to Dudley. Fires the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Curry kicks to Wiggins. They set the pick. He feeds it to LeBron. Back to Wiggins. Clock at 6. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Wall against Curry. Wall passes to Beal from outside the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was their huge edge on the backboard.
Yeah, the level of energy they had, guys, in the win wasn't matched by their opponents. And that rebounding difference, I think, was indicative of that.
It's Beal on the wing. Beal with another miss.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Sinks the three-pointer. Wiggins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I caught up with Coach Randy Whitman. He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact a game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now James following the three-point attempt by John Wall, and they take the lead.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
He kicks it to Morris. They need this. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Now here's DeRozan. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Toronto shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from DeRozan. Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history. Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now, here's DeRozan. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
And in the second round, the Wizards continue to be a tough opponent. I mean, they won on the Hawks, but were unable to keep the series lead. A lot of close, heartbreaking losses for them in that series.
Gortat misses. Raptors leading by 3. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And the Hawks would ultimately take down the Wizards last year in the postseason. John Wall and his injury were a big turning point in that matchup. And all those buzzer beaters for both teams made it one of the most interesting series of the postseason.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
DeRozan really playing well. He's already up to 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Now here's Beal. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Not good shot selection, long range, and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Now here's Wall. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall dishes to Beal. Gortat with a screen on DeRozan. 6 to shoot. And Beal kicks to Gortat. Feeds it to Beal. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Curry with it. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. The dish now to Valanciunas. Back to Curry. That one goes. Count.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
And Wall kicks to Beal. The Wizards working the ball around now. The feed to Gortat. No good. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And it's DeRozan missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Wall. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game.
Now here's Wall. Rocket 2. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's LeBron. Can't hit from in close.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Wall. Here's Gortat. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland, so clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball, so you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we'd have to call him a chip off the old blocks.
J.J. Hickson is checked in for Washington. Toronto leading by 3. Lowry kicks to James. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. Here's Booker. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Booker's got himself on the board with 3 there. From the Wizards, they're shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Nene, the screen. Dishes it to Porter. There's the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
The drive by James. And that one's good. LeBron's got his first points of the game. Lowry against Wall. The leader, and he hits the jump shot.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Wiggins outside. Back to Lowry. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Temple.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been half of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's James following the basket by John Wall. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. On the wing, Wiggins. Can't get it to go. And it's Washington the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
And that one's good.
Andrew Wiggins, assistant.
Wizards trail by 3. Temple dishes the Wall. Pass to Temple. Shoots the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Last time they met was in Toronto.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And Wall kicks to Nene. The kick out to Wall. Back to Nene. Nice ball movement by Washington. Clock at 4. Takes a 3. Wall, that's good. Wall's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls!
See some of the numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. second in field goal percentage, and he's truly a force around the rim, ranking among the top 5 in rebounds per game.
And you mentioned it. I mean, one of the top shooters in the league, quick trigger with just a little better footwork. Boy, I tell you what, he could even move higher up the rankings.
And Toronto making a change here. Russell's checked in. Now here's Booker, guarded closely. Tries again, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And both free throws, good for James.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. And last year, down to 35.
Washington trailing. And stolen by Booker. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
The Wizards shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. I think all three of us agree John Wall, a tremendous all-around player.
Outstanding. Speed was what jumped out at me most when I saw him first at Kentucky. Now he's been able to harness that speed as a pro, and he makes plays that very few can make as a point guard.
He gives you a lot of different looks, doesn't he?
He sure does.
At the line for two.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. So he gets them both.
Hey guys, John Wall, obviously one of the most electrifying players to enter the league in some time. Unreal body control, tremendous length and athleticism for a point guard. And that's one of the reasons he gets so many steals, blocks, and rebounds. All the extra things from his position that really add up.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now here's Wall. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Temple, beyond the arc. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his third assist on the night.
You know, guys, for Wall, the one thing he's still ironing out is his shooting stroke. It looks better every year, but doesn't necessarily go in more often, especially from three. But even if he never becomes a great shooter, I think he'll remain one of the game's best all-around talents.
The drive by James misses off the right iron.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Temple the pass to Hickson. Kicks it to Nene. From about 16, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
James. Porter pulls it in.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
All with it. Lowry picks him up. Wall against Lowry. From 18 feet away, they get it back. Here's Hickson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Now it's a 5-point Washington lead. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Zeller dishes to Booker. Russell kicks to Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the dunk by LeBron.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the dunkie. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Washington out in front. They lead by 3. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And an exciting young backcourt in Washington with John Wall and Bradley Beal. Wall said that Beal is known for his appetite. You think John Wall's hungry for a championship in D.C.?
Yeah, I would certainly think. Well, not really. I've seen that dude eat exactly the way John described it. It is an unbelievable sight to behold. You literally cannot comprehend how anybody could scarf up that much food and still hoop.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Porter is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Gortat in at the 5. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Porter kicks to Wall. Wizards passing it around. Morris a screen. Here's Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porter's got 5.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Lowry. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Lowry's got his first basket of the night.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Misses the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Gortat with the screen for Porter. He dishes it to Gortat. The pass to Beal. From the arc. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wizards making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. And the Raptors also making a change. Wiggins is checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Curry kicks to LeBron. To the middle. Here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And that one's good. Wiggins Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
There's a screen by Gortat. There's a good screen. Wall draws the double. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morris. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Pass to DeRozan, the 17-footer. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Beal the pass to Wall. The 3 from Dudley. Kept alive by Washington. Gortat dishes to Morris. And that is good. And it's a 3-point Washington lead.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already.
Clark, the defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Curry. Rebound, Washington. And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team he liked playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent, and I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
You know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many different ways. Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficiently. He rebounds, he passes the ball. He'll get a little physical, too. He's a valuable vet to have in your locker room.
And he gets the bucket.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And you know what Jared Dudley's nickname was in college? The junkyard dog. I mean, for his toughness and that nose he has for the ball. 2 attributes that have served him greatly here at the next level.
Wall with another miss.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
It's Wall with the drive. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Tries to save it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
Taking a look back over the last month, let's see how Washington stacked up in the NBA rankings. 2nd in field goal percentage. 4th in three-point field goal percentage. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And a quick word in terms of their field goal percentage, which has just been spectacular inside and outside. They just keep finding ways to put the ball in the basket.
Now Curry. 6 points for him. Valanciunas with a screen on Wall. To the inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Let's now take a moment to view the league's leading rebounders. Fourth, Jonas Valanciunas.
Anytime you can get someone to pull down that many rebounds on a consistent basis, your team has no choice but to do well.
Oubre is checked in for Morris. Nash is checked in for Toronto. The Wizards have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Nash against Wall. Inside, it's stolen by DeRozan. Nash against Beal. Screened by Valanciunas. LeBron with a screen on Beal. Wiggins right side. Clock is at 3. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Wiggins has got 6 here in this quarter. Wall against Nash. Wall, that's good. And the Wizards lead by 1. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
And DeRozan kicks to James. Valanciunas with a screen on Dudley. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Here's Beal. Offensive rebound. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Nash. Up top, DeRozan fires, high post. Rebound by the Wizards.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And here's Wall. 15 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Gortat. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Wiggins passes to LeBron. Nash dishes to James. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. That's tipped. Nash against Beal. He feeds it to Dudley. That drops. Dudley's got 5. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight. It's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
There's a screen by Gortat. Beal against DeRozan. And Beal kicks to Dudley. Lets the 3 fly. Washington gets it back. Feeds to Beal. They set the screen. Back to Wall. Outside for Beal. Takes the 3. Here's Gortat. Again, Gortat missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Nash outside. He kicks it to James. Shot to end this cold run. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. 10 points for LeBron.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Get ready for your Wizard Girls.
stats for John Wall. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, getting around 24 points per, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Dixon comes in for Jared Dudley. Porter's checked in for Oubre. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Bradley Beal. Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His 3 uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. That goes for sports and life.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
And talking about Porter, he certainly has worked hard to improve upon his weaknesses. That's a trait that's often instilled in a man at a young age. And he's not an explosive athlete, but his motor and want to compensate for that. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And Wall kicks to Hickson, puts it up from 12. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 4 assists now tonight. Raptors trail by 5. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Booker. Can't get it to go. And it's Washington the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Wall against Lowry. Wall attacking. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted 1st overall, Beal 3rd in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
And that one falls for Wall. Clark getting back to Wall and Beal. They really complemented each other perfectly over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, you look at some of the great backcourts of any age over that time, and Wall and Beal right there with them. And it's good to be so young and talented, that's for sure.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Toronto. He doesn't get the second one.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Wall's got 19 points.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Lowry dishes to James. The 3. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 6. That one coming from Booker.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Wall against Lowry. Wall passes to Nene. Olynyk with the steal. Lowry. The shot is off. And so we conclude the first half. Wizards lead by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
I'm here with Rick Carlisle. And, Coach, what have you not liked so far about the way your team is playing?
Well, we weren't into it. We missed the block out. We were taking a couple of bad shots. So we just need to refocus. Key in this game, we got to take away their open jump shots and threes, and we got to rebound.
Coach, thank you for your time, guys. Visibly frustrated over here on the sideline.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Their biggest lead during the opening period was 5. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
They're getting out-rebounded by a Shaq-sized margin. Really big. From the get-go, they did not show enough effort. Usually when you're being out-rebounded like that, you're 10, 15 points behind, so things could definitely be worse.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Well, how about John Wall in this one? 19 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Raptors trail by 6. Here's who wreck it half with. They've got LeBron James. Steph Curry's out there with DeRozan. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. Wiggins kicks to DeRozan, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The thing about DeMar DeRozan, he came into the league fairly unpolished. Struggled to handle the ball, created then his own shot, and but sometimes he would create for others too. Yeah. But he's settled down. You can see the growth.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You could see the physical talent was there in terms of him playing the 2. The question was, could he make the commitment mentally to become a great player? Well, from what he's done the last few years, I would have to say he's definitely been able to do that.
And he's good on the second.
And, you know, getting back to DeRozan, he's put a spit shine on his offense. Over the past 2 seasons, averaged over 20 points a game, was also good for 3 or 4 assists, showing everybody how work ethic can overcome unrefined skill.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
The dish now to James. Here's Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And that's 13 points for Andrew Wiggins.
You know, for DeMar DeRozan, it's scary to think that he's still scratching the surface of his potential. Made his first All-Star appearance in 2014. Was a little dinged up last year, but still very effective. No doubt he's the real deal.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Morris. Another one falls for Washington.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
Screen by Valanciunas. Wiggins kicks to Curry. from 8, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 8 points.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
There's a screen by Gortat. Wall dishes to Beal. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 6.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Curry passes to Wiggins. The feed to LeBron. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Dudley. Dudley's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Beal against DeRozan, and here's Dudley for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. Number 1, the Raptors.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
James outside. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. That's good.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Wizards leading by 5. Now here's Wall. He's got 21. And stolen by LeBron. Fast break Toronto. Here's Curry. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got assist number 8 now on the night.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for them.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. Second chance effort. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Valanciunas.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And Wall. Here we go now. And he gets it to go. That's now 8 points for Marcin Gortat. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Morris. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Curry kicks to James. Unloads from 13. Rebound, Washington. Wall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Dishes it to Beal. Wall attacking. But he recovers it.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Raptors trail by 3. Curry kicks to Wiggins. A floater. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And Wall kicks to Morris. It's hauled in by LeBron. The Raptors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. DeRozan's shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Beal dishes to Wall. Hits the jumper in space. Wall's got 23 points. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And Beal kicks to Wall. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Curry passes to James. The 15-footer. Again, James missing. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a big fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Beal against DeRozan. And Wall. Here we go now. The time for the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
The past few weeks, let's see how Washington stacks up. First in three-point field goal percentage. Second in scoring. And they're number 2 in assists. This is a team that loves to share the basketball.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens and creating those open looks. That's been key.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Wizards trail by 5.
Timeout is charged to Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, Verizon Center, give it up for your Wizard Girls.
Taking a look at some stats for LeBron James. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging about 23 points per, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
Nene, he's checked in for Washington. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Jared Dudley. Washington with the ball. Wall dishes to Porter. Shoots from 12. And too long on the shot.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
He lobs it up. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
You know, they don't want to let them hang around too long here. I agree with you. I mean, it's best to go ahead and build that lead here in the third.
And stolen by Wiggins. Curry against Beal. It's Curry with the drive. Misses from close range. Wizards trail by 7. Beal with it. He has 6. Nene kicks to Porter. Here's Morris. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Well, it's been a good game tonight for Morris. He has 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Toronto.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Wizards making a switch here. Temple's checked in. Raptors leading by 5. Here's Lowry. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Temple. Lowry covering. Pass to Porter. This one for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Wiggins has got 5 rebounds tonight. The kick out to LeBron. Lowry has the open look. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Lowry's got 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
The shot by Nene, no good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim, got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And he gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Morris throws it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And though he's been working on his offensive skills, defense and rebounding are Valanciunas' bread and butter. That was the case with him when he was playing in Lithuania, Clark, and it's the case now.
It still sure is the case. I mean, it's hard to find a guy with his combination of size, athleticism, and fluidity.
Right, now,
just a tad over-aggressive at times, but I'd rather have to turn a guy down than to turn him up.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
And watching Valanciunas rebound, it's clear he has all the tools. Great anticipation, really looks to box out. Strong vertical, might just need to add some strength to become a perennial 10-rebound-a-game guy.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for the Wizards. So he gets them both.
And for Valanciunas, he's been working on his defensive consistency. Last year, he actually increased his blocks per game while lowering his fouls per game. That's a big step forward in his development.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And just as J.J. Hickson seemed to be finding some rhythm in his career, Clark, last season happened. His production dropped like a rock.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, after 2 straight years where he was starting, last season he was asked to come off the bench. And for J.J. Hickson, that just did not seem to be a good fit.
Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And getting back to J.J. Hickson, he's forever had the size and strength to get it done. His problems have always been that lack of discipline and an unrefined set of tools. I mean, unfortunately, last season highlighted those flaws.
He hits the second from the line.
Talking about Hickson, every time you count him out, he surprises you with a streak of inspired play. Then every time you count him back in, he puts up a dud. Hard guy to figure out right now.
Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Wiggins. Nene pulls it in. Nene's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Now Beal played in with a nice touch off the glass. Beal's got 4 points this quarter.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Valanciunas with a screen on Beal. Here's Russell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. There may be some questions for a while about D'Angelo Russell. People will guess which position he's best at in the NBA. You and I saw him firsthand playing for the Bucks. I mean, he is a terrific talent.
Yeah, he really is. I think he's an old school guard,
now,
Kevin.
gentlemen,
He can play
2
with the
shots.
ball and be effective,
2
or he can
shots.
play off the ball. He's got a really bright future. Loved watching him play and grow as a one-year college guy at Ohio State.
Free throw good, Russell.
And guys, one thing that stands out to me about Russell is how good he is at certain NBA plays. Very strong in the pick and roll already, knows how to attack with contact, great vision, and he can also shoot the basketball.
The Raptors making a switch here. Booker's checked in. And so Russell hits them both.
You can say this just about every prospect, but I think with Russell, he'll need some time to adjust. He has the raw skill to play multiple spots on the floor, but each position has a nuance to it that he'll need some time to learn.
Porter in the corner. Wide open look. And that one comes up a bit short.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Free throw, no good for Russell. Wizards trail by 11. And Beal kicks to Hickson. The tray. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Lowry. Raptors moving the ball around. James dishes to Booker. Washington with the rebound. Hickson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Beal against Lowry. Here's Temple. Buries it from 3-point range. Temple's got 6.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's LeBron. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Beal, the pass to Nene from the line. And James pulls it down. Raptors leading by 8. Kicks to Lowry. James outside. And they double up James. And here's Russell. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. That's good.
2 points.
Russell's got his second basket of the night.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Beal against Lowry. And stolen by LeBron. The drive by Lowry. No good on the buzzer beater. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Raptors leading by 10. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And the final period of play just about to start. Wizards trail by 10. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Markieff Morris is out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Gortat in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And that one's good. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. James in the post. Morris is there. And that one's good.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And Dudley kicks to Morris. Releases. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And Toronto making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Raptors leading by 10. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Inside, here's James, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Wall dishes to Morris. Great D that time from LeBron.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Valanciunas with a screen on Dudley to the middle. And there's Valanciunas on the assist from DeRozan. That's 10 points now for Valanciunas. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Morris with a screen on Curry. Now here's Dudley. Shot clock at 5. And here's Wall outside. Kept alive.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball. That's not a sight you see very often. He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
They double-team Curry, and Valanciunas kicks to Wiggins, and it's off from three-point range. Wizards trail by 14. Outside, Wall. He dishes it to Beal. In the corner, it's Morris. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Curry against Beal. Right side Curry to the inside. Nice shot by James. LeBron's got 10 points in just the second half.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. They've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Wall with the steal. Beal the pass to Wall. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Beal can't get it to go.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face. And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Wizards trail by 19. All with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal gets a wide open look, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists in the game. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. Well, LeBron James, long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now, around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats. And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be. The 3rd overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
Talking about Bradley Beal's potential, it's not just the shooting, it's also the passing, and you really don't think of him as a passer, but for such a young two-guard, He's extremely unselfish, averaged over 3 assists a game over the past 2 years.
And the true stars of our game feature versatility. And here's a guy that has also tremendous upside as a rebounder. I mean, how about getting 7 boards almost a game the one year he was in college? So he understands the importance of impacting other areas. I mean, last season he had his highest steals average of his career, and everything's upside with this young man. The sky's the limit.
Excellent point. And the first one drops. And he makes the first but misses the second. Wizards trail by 17. Morris with the screen for Wall. The pass to Morris. Shot on the wing. Toronto grabs the miss. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. And there's the foul to go on Jared Dudley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
On defense, Washington trailing by 17. And it's Wiggins missing. All with it. Passes it to Morris. And the rejection by James. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And it's DeRozan missing. Washington's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Gortat with a screen on DeRozan. Feeds it to Beal. Puts up a 3. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist in the game.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Get ready for your Wizard Girls.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
There's the dish to Beal. Wall sets a screen for Beal. Launches a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. LeBron's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Curry dishes to James. DeRozan in the corner. Beal on the double team. James with it. Guarded now by Morris. And that one's good. 18 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Wizards trail by 17. And Wall kicks to Morris. Gortat with a screen on DeRozan. That doesn't go either for Beal. The Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. The 17-footer. Again, Wiggins missing. Wizards shooting not great, 40% for the game. Wall passes to Morris. Curry against Gortat. Nice shot from 10 feet out. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 15 rebounds. Down low, James. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got it. Morris with a screen on Wiggins. Pulls up on the wing. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Washington, Jared Dudley. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Dudley.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Both free throws good from Dudley.
Boy, they're making it look easy here. I mean, they're just automatic from the line.
And Curry, here we go. James with the buckets.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Wizards trail by 15. Morris with the screen for Beal. He feeds it to Wall. And another. Miss by Washington.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Curry. Screened by Valanciunas. And Curry, here we go. Use that pick to get in close. And that's now 30 points for LeBron.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Wall dishes to Morris. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. 18 points for Markieff Morris.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
They double-team Curry. Here's Valanciunas. They get it back. And that one's good. Wiggins.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Beal can't get it to go.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And Valanciunas kicks to DeRozan. The feed now to LeBron. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 15 rebounds and some big-time point production as well.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
Free throw good, James.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Jared Dudley. And both free throws good for LeBron. And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award.
Curry passes to DeRozan. Screen by Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. Wiggins dishes to Valanciunas. Shoots from the elbow. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Morris. Wizards trail by 18. Wall up top, guarded by Curry. And stolen by LeBron. All alone. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion.
And that kind of defense ain't going to get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
There's no doubt about that, fellas. I mean, the more finishes like that he gets, the more his confidence will grow.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. DeRozan against Beal. Here's Wiggins, plenty of space, and another basket for Toronto.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Beal with it, now guarded by DeRozan. Fires top of the key. Beal can't get it to go.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Raptors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And once again, they're going to come out on top in this series. 3 straight victories in as many games this season against this club. They've done a great job of just playing their best when it has mattered most against the Wizards.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for James. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. J.J. Hickson needs checked in for Gortat. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Garrett Temple has checked in for Beal. And Allen Anderson subbed in for John Wall. Nash kicks to LeBron. Let's go. Good work defensively by Morris.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Hickson passes to Oubre. Hickson dishes to Temple. Back to Hickson. And the layup falls.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And the Raptors with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Anderson against Nash. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. This whole season, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game and, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
He was like a second point guard out there for them. Accurate and on time with one pass after the other. It's no wonder he wound up with 11 assists. And with him passing the ball so effectively, it forced the defense into a lot of unusual rotations.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.